I want to start this video with a fun fact. Mortal Kombat has been an innovative franchise long before MK9 came out and sparked what we now know really as the modern community. Although the 3D MK titles certainly didn't please everyone, and mechanically they weren't so hot compared to their competition in the 3D fighting game space, they expanded on lore and story a lot more than other titles, which made a lot of us really fall in love with the universe thanks to the various conquest modes. However, MK Deception would be recognized as the very first fighting game to ever have online play, where you can connect to another player somewhere in the world and go head to head. We're so used to online play now that we almost forget that back in the mid-2000s, especially before the release of what would be next gen at the time with things like Xbox Live, the 360, the PS3 and stuff like that, loads of games couldn't be played online at all, and this was a really big deal for Mortal Kombat Deception. Unfortunately, many of us at the time who didn't have internet or the necessary means to connect a system to the internet, it was an entire saga of the Mortal Kombat space that we just never got to get involved in. And I gotta say, as someone who has spent a lifetime with the franchise, missing out on the online days of 3D MK was always something I wished I could have just done differently, because it was your #1 way of getting a broader understanding of how the games worked, on top of the obvious replay value side of things. The purpose of this video, though, is to say that an emulation team known as S-Arcade is using a server called OpenSpy, which was made by a whole bunch of talented people, and all of it combined lets us play MK Deception and Armageddon online using the built-in online component. I've been able to play both of those games using the actual online component, which is something I never thought I'd be able to do. And now, I can finally make a video that goes over what made the online of these games so significant, but also so bloody weird, to be honest. I'll link instructions for how to get involved yourself in the description and everything, but here is what the online side of these classic experiences actually looks like. First up, once you've connected to the server and you've got your account made, you can join a list of rooms. This looks familiar, doesn't it? This room system has straight up been in the Mortal Kombat space since 2004. It looks a lot prettier now, obviously, but it's mad to see that this whole system has been used in almost the exact same way for so many Mortal Kombat games. You find an opponent and you challenge them, and you are able to change the blood levels and whether death traps are turned on or off. Now, if you're playing in a competitive setting, you would turn the death traps off, but we're all just having fun, so we keep them on.
Oh, and again. Alright. Oh, I'm fucked now.
Says, I don't care about your breakers,
bro. Off you go, mate! Additionally, you can change the blood level. Now, you can turn it on or off or medium or whatever. A lot of players do tend to turn the blood off, mostly because it speeds up the matches, there's no finishing moves, but also, if you have overseas connections or quite a large distance, turning the blood down often gives you a slightly better performance, although you might see later that it doesn't always help out that much. Obviously, as this is a Discord project, you sync up with another player in that and you join the same room, so the matchmaking isn't really as free-flowing as modern games, but once you're in the match, this is where I want to point out something really significant. The online for 3D MK, that's Deception, Armageddon, and, believe it or not, MK vs DC, all uses the GameSpy server system. The way the online works makes these games significantly different to the offline mode. The server being used now is called OpenSpy and was made by a whole bunch of talented people, with S-Arcade using it for games like the ones you're looking at right now. For example, there is a really strange kind of hit delay feel to pretty much everything. Where you do an attack, the actual hitbox doesn't really look like it becomes active for a few frames later, so everything kind of feels a bit behind itself, I guess. This really isn't actually that noticeable if you're connecting locally or within your own region. Playing UK to UK or UK to other parts of Europe is actually surprisingly stable for a game that came out so long ago, although it still feels different, and when the distance gets larger, it seems like your attacks just never hit anyone at all, but honestly, leads to some pretty hilarious results, to be honest.
Everything before, like late 70s, everything.
Dude, these combos are not going to work in this connection, so I need to simplify it. Oh my god. Ugh. God damn it, why doesn't it work? Just ask you a question.
Fuck's sake.
Fucking hell. Yeah, Ermac in any kind of bad ping seems to just not work at all. Nothing's. I'm gonna fucking keep doing it.
Nothing's working.
That's the modern day patch, my man. Why?
Uppercut's not fucking hit him. Another major thing is that small changes actually alter how some attacks work, which is great for some characters because it almost feels like totally different frame data. Unsafe moves offline now seem pretty damn safe online, which makes the kind of general reckless approach a bit more viable because there's less risk involved.
You're correct.
You shall not be.
Oh yeah, did
Yo, that pillar is strong!
Move around the pillar. Avoid.
That's fine.
Shit.
You pick tournament outcome.
What the fuck?
Bro,
That's
the
how-
pillar is
That's not how it works.
Look at this.
You could have
Look at this dude.
It creates a slightly different meta. When you're playing against somebody online and some of the combos don't quite function the same way, or maybe it takes a little bit of time to get used to, there's not as much of a demand to break the second you get touched. If you try and combo someone offline and you have these large B&Bs on lock, which most of us do if you're playing high level, Armageddon at least, you get so much damage that you kind of break straight away to save yourself from as much of it as possible. Online, you can kind of save your breaker to wait and see if they drop the combo, and, you know, in a lot of cases, maybe they will. So there is a kind of different mind game, I guess, when you play online. You have to find out what their execution looks like first before dedicating to the only resource you have to save yourself from damage.
That's how you feel?
Look at this! What the fuck?
Oh man.
Nah, alright, I'm gonna win.
No, you stay away, fuck!
Triple backbreaker. Oh fuck. Alternate corner grabs.
It's actually illegal though online, so technically
You are disgusting. Disgusting.
you are blacklisted, Ketchup. You are blacklisted from
Squeeze!
I'm
I really should. I forgot all of his combos. Da-da-dun. Da-da-dun. You can remember. You remember the sword combination.
I think I did.
God's sake. But I gotta say, playing these games has been an awesome experience, and I was unreasonably excited when I first booted up the initial matches. This really has been something I've wanted to do for a really long time, and I honestly thought I'd missed the window from back in the day. Being able to do it now puts a smile on my face. But finally, in this video, it is not just the 1v1 component you can challenge people to in these 3D games. The mini-games are also possibilities, and I'm going to demonstrate this with motor combat. Get involved in the SRK Discord, please try this for yourself, join me in 3DMK, and I will see you next time. Take care. I think Melina is the best.
Damn it! Melina! Cheating!
I'm too fast, I told you. And being able to dodge the ground pound also means that Melina is the supreme.
Is she top 2?
I think she's the best in the game.
Why took the L?
Oh no!
This is just sad, man.
Look at Cyrax catching up and just going. Nice! Yes! Yes! Puke!
I never want to be behind anyone in this. Oh, right, show meta.
Oh, there's just so much vomit. All three of you vomit. I couldn't dodge any of it. I'm just, dude, I can't stop driving into the SIG. It's gross.
Did you know?
Oh no!
If you can clip.
Oh fuck!